Hey Ree, so today I'm here to review the zip top reusable silicone breast milk storage bags for you guys. I think that I was just as excited as the rest of you when I saw these online, and I was so excited to try them out. So I actually have the set of 6 that also comes with the organizing tray. I just have one bag out for you. I'm actually going to show you this really quickly and then go put it back in my freezer. But the other bags are in my freezer full of milk. Obviously, I don't want to take them all out if I didn't have to, but I do have an empty one here to show you guys today. So I'm going to go over some of the details, and then I will obviously after that get into my thoughts and opinions about using these over the past month. But for an up close of the bag itself, here it is. A little hard to focus just because it's clear silicone, but you can see it says zip top, and then it also has the ounces on there. So 6 ounces, and then on the back, it does have a max line. It also does say keep upright. And then it does have one big seal up here at the top, and it does stand. It stays open by itself. So this is just kind of a look at the bag itself. And then here's that bag with 5 ounces of breast milk in it. Here's the back. So it does have that shape because I did squeeze the air out of it, and obviously the milk climbs. But that's a look at what the milk looks like. 5 ounces inside of the bag. So I'm going to go stick that back into the freezer, and I will get into the details. Okay, so about these bags, they are available at Buybuybaby, Target, Amazon, obviously their own website, all of which I will have linked down below, but they retail for $44.99 as a set with the 6 bags and the organizing tray, or $15.99 for a set of 2 bags. They are food grade silicone, free of BPA, lead, phthalates, and PVC. They are freezer and dishwasher safe, and the microwave as well too, but please do not microwave your breast milk. Obviously, if you start using these for baby food or other storage, you can of course microwave it, but if you're heating up breast milk, do not microwave it. And they also stand up and they keep open all by themselves. And as far as the dimensions go, they hold 6 ounces or 177 mLs, and they are 3.91 inches across and 6.14 inches tall, and the tray is 11 inches deep. So I guess I never gave you an up close look at the tray itself, but inside it does have these little handy dandy dividers. That way when you slip a bag in, it also holds it in place. So even if there's some shifting around of the tray in your freezer, the bag still can't move around. So really nice. First, I'm going to touch on how it was using them and then circle back around to what my thoughts and opinions on them are. So first off, when using them, I really liked them. Obviously, they're very easy to clean. When I first got them, that's what I did. Wash them, sterilize them, all of that stuff. But because they do open wide and they stay open, and I'm able to just wash them with bottles, you can get nooks and crannies because there's no tight corners or anything strange about this. You know, you can really get these clean, and they wash up just like if I'm washing bottles or pump parts. So I really enjoyed that, and no complaints there. And when it came to pouring in the milk, they are accurate. They are exactly accurate. There's no even like a little bit over the line or a little under. They are exactly their measurements. I've done breast milk storage bag reviews in the past, and when I am checking for accuracy and measurements, it can be tricky because sometimes you have to hold a bag a certain way. You have to release the bottom. You've got to, finagle it a little bit. And I really like that these literally sit on the counter. They're open by themselves. So there's no holding in a certain way. There's no adjusting and trying to make sure if it's exactly what it says. They are accurate. It holds open on itself. It's able to stand by itself. I mean, please do keep your hand there just to make sure it doesn't tip over and you don't lose your precious liquid gold. But I really like that. There's no guesswork in trying to make sure that it's accurate is what I'm saying. So there's that. And then when it comes to sealing, it's a really thick and big seal. It's really easy to do. You're not missing anything as long as you just line everything up. It is really simple. And I would say the only issue that I've had with the bags is that they do let some air in, but that's kind of to be expected with it being silicone. These aren't going to be airtight that have glue seals and, you know, the whole 9 yards. There is going to be a little give and take because this is silicone. It's a thicker material and it's naturally not going to seal up perfectly the way you would expect a plastic seal to do. But I've also been able to not have any air leak in. I haven't really mastered what exactly the trick is here, but there are some times that some air gets in there and there are times that there isn't. But all in all, even if there is some air that leaks in there, I don't really find it to be a big problem. And then also along with thawing these out, I find that the best way if you're going to do this is to either put them in the fridge overnight and let them slowly thaw, which is the best way to thaw breast milk, or put it into a bottle warmer, and that way it's going to thaw quickly. This is thick silicone, so running it under hot water like some people typically do, myself, for other plastic breast milk storage bags, it's going to take a while. No matter how you do it, whenever you are warming up your breast milk, you want to make sure that you're doing it safely to protect the nutrients that are in your breast milk. So with that being said, you know, if you can, I would really encourage you, if you know you're going to use it ahead of time, to get these out of the freezer and stick them in the fridge or heat it up with a bottle warmer. Now, I will say that you can do underneath the sink with the hot water, just understand that it's going to take a while. But that is kind of the name of the game when it comes to silicone. It is thicker. It's obviously not going to transfer heat as well as a really thin piece of plastic. I know that might be a drawback for some when it comes to the silicone, but personally, if I can heat stuff up in silicone, I do it because it is much safer. There's no harmful chemicals that are leaching into stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew ahead of time what the thawing time looks like. Now, with leakage or anything like that, I will say that the company says that these have to be upright. I mean, it even says it right on the back that these are to stand upright. They don't want you laying them flat. They always need to be upright. And I think that also plays in with the fact that there's a little bit of air in there. They know that these can't get absolutely 100% sealed tightly. And that makes sense. We're working with silicone. So they do want you to stand them upright. Now, I'm not saying to go against that and to risk your breast milk, but me personally, for the sake of the review, I wanted to be able to see if I could get these to leak because I was not having any problems whatsoever when I kept them upright, but I really wanted to test these. I put these every which way in the fridge in a baggie. That way, even if my breast milk did leak out, I could still use it. But I had these upside down, I had these flat, I had these a bunch of different ways, and they did not leak. So, like I said, I'm not saying to risk it and to not have these standing upright, but I also want you to know that I have confidence that these aren't going to leak on you, especially if you're listening to what they're saying to you, because I had no issues. Even with air coming in sometimes, I did not have any issues with them leaking. There was sometimes that I would see air get in the bag and I was like, oh, okay, well, it's going to leak, so I would tip it over and no milk would come out. So I can't really explain that. I don't really understand all of that, but that's just how it works. So when it comes to my thoughts and opinions about these bags, I think they work great. I love the fact that they are accurate. There's no guesswork in making sure that they are. I've had no problems with them leaking, like I said. I've been able to use the milk and heat it up the way that I'm pretty used to, because when I do thaw frozen milk, if I know ahead of time, I do put it in the fridge and let it thaw that way. And even with using the hot water, it wasn't terribly long, but I knew going in ahead of time what to expect. So all around, I really enjoyed using these bags. I would really try to keep in mind of what they are giving you. They are giving you a reusable breast milk storage bag, which is, in my opinion, from what I know of, the first one that I've ever seen, which is amazing, because breast milk storage bags are single-use plastic. You're not meant to reuse them because they can't be cleaned and sterilized and cleaned properly. It's for the health of your baby that you don't use those again. However, with these silicone bags, you can wash them, you can sterilize them. It is hygienic and safe to use these over and over again because you can clean them the proper way. So it might be expensive, but you are using these in place of hundreds of disposable bags. That's kind of the name of the game when it comes to reusable products. You invest a little bit more up front so you don't have to keep buying. Now, I know there's people like me who I'm an oversupplier, and if I'm putting away a bunch of milk a day, that's not really feasible. I can't keep buying, $40, $50 worth of bags, but keep in mind that most breastfeeding moms make exactly what baby needs. That is completely normal. That's the average mom. That's what our bodies are meant to do. So having something like this for most moms, 6 reusable bags in a tray, keeping it upright, that's really not going to be a problem. Just keep in mind that the average mom, the normal mom who is putting away breast milk, 6 bags that are reusable is probably going to be adequate for them. Not a lot of moms have a ton in the freezer, and this way they can rotate it. And even if you needed to have 2 sets or something like that, you know, you wouldn't ever have to buy bags again. You'd just be rotating and using what you have. I know it's impossible to know ahead of time what your supply is going to be, so I would just say wait and see. There's no rush, you know? If you find that you do have a little bit extra to put away after your body is already doing what it's supposed to and making what baby eats, then I recommend this 100%. There's no reason to not recommend it because it doesn't leak, it's accurate, and it's reusable. I know for some, not being able to do a super large amount or be space efficient about it might be a deal breaker here, but I don't think that's who they're trying to gravitate towards, at least not right now. I think that for a first version of a reusable breast milk storage bag, they hit it out of the park. And if you are a mama who has a little bit extra to put away after your body has already made what your baby needs for the day, I 100% recommend these. I think it's an investment well made if you are looking to have just a small little stash and you can be able to reuse again and again. And I also like the fact that you can reuse these even when you're not breastfeeding. So once you're done, it says nothing about breast milk on here. Not that that would even really matter to me, but it could be used for anything. Baby food, other storage. You can literally use these for whatever you want. They are little silicone pouches. So when you're done with these, you can use them again for something else. It doesn't have to just be breast milk. So again, another reason why I think they are well worth the investment. But yeah, that is everything for this review. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.